Tuesday morning. How crazy can
Woo! Happy Mother 11 Tuesday. Welcome to another episode of Coffee with Teas. I'm T.
And I'm Twiz.
And we have a guest today.
Woo!
It's from Galibois.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning.
Good afternoon. It's going to be a good show. It's going to be a good show. Good morning, Rob. How are you?
I'm living the dream still. Good morning. Thank you for having me on your show.
Thanks for being on our show.
Yeah. So I'm sorry.
Go for it. You go.
Oh, okay. So you are the district attorney for the Cape and Islands?
I am the newly elected DA for the Cape and Islands. I was, thank you. I was sworn in just about 3.5 months ago on January 4th.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's pretty cool.
And what were you before DA? Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Sure. So for about 20 years or so prior to becoming DA, I was in private practice. I had my own criminal defense practice. I was really lucky. I got to practice across the Cape and the Islands, all 5 district courts and the superior courts. But I also got to practice across the Commonwealth of Mass. We have 89 courtrooms or courthouses in Massachusetts, and I've appeared in 74 of them. So that was a terrific experience. And I also was blessed to stand before a judge. I believe it was 13 different states. So my practice kind of took me from across the country during my criminal defense years. Before that, when I first started out, when I got out of law school in the mid-90s, I started as a young prosecutor right here on the Cape and Islands. I worked in all the district courts back then as a prosecutor, handling the misdemeanor type offenses for a couple of years. And then after about 3 years, I ascended up to the Superior Court, where I started handling the major felonies. So I've been really lucky. I truly enjoy what I do for work. And this becoming DA has been a professional dream now for well over 20 years. So I consider myself very blessed.
Oh, that's dope.
That's amazing. Thank you.
Yeah,
so we will learn a little more about Rob when we get to our Spill the Tea segment.
Yeah, we're going to ask a lot of SBU questions. How could we not? Does it work with Mariska? Like, I want to know.
Oh, boy.
We're
Gonna make
going
this a little stronger.
We're going to kick us off with some holidays of the week.
Yeah. Okay, morning, Michael.
Why don't you take it off with yesterday's?
All right, yesterday was International Haiku Poetry Day. I like haikus because they're short and you don't have to do a lot. Poetry is hard to write.
Do you have haikus?
God, no. I like
That's
really long poems. I know.
I like
to read them
because you don't have to do a lot, but I don't have any.
No. I have so much to say, it's hard to like put it in a haiku. Oh my gosh, I should challenge myself with that. Okay,
there you go.
ADHD.
Today is World Amateur Radio Day, and amateur radio, they like to tell us when there's emergencies, so they deserve a whole day.
Right, when you get that on the radio, pay attention, bro.
Yeah, it's important.
It is. Ninjas.
Yeah. What's your go-to for everything? What's tomorrow?
Tomorrow is Poetry and Creative Mind Day.
It's a whole week dedicated to tea, really, is what we're hearing.
Well, it's April, so it's National Poetry Month. So poetry should be prevalent in everyone's day in April, like all year round. But like April,
April
take
especially.
a poet out to breakfast. Write us a blank check because we need it.
Thursday is National Cheddar Cheese Fry Day.
Yes.
Cheesy fries.
Cheesy fries. Love cheesy fries. Friday is National Tea Day. Like iced tea. I hope it's iced tea or
Just
hot
tea.
tea. Just tea.
Just tea, which is awesome because our new segment is called
Spill the Tea. Bro, that was awesome. That's a great segue.
Nice segue.
Saturday is International Mother Earth Day, so please pay your respects to the wonderful world that we live on. Pick up trash, plant some trees, get some love because it needs it.
Hug a tree.
Do it.
I used to think it was mad crazy and weird to hug a tree, and then I hugged the tree, and I was just like, I get it. I get it.
And Sunday?
Sunday is movie theater day. I love movies. Like love movies.
I can't remember last time I went to a movie theater.
Right. What's your favorite movie?
That's a tough question.
I know,
That's a tough
right?
question at 7:05 on Tuesday morning. I don't know.
Poetic Justice. I love Poetic Justice because I love Janet Jackson.
Nice.
I love her so much. And she loves me, and that's all that matters.
It's a really good
Rob, do you have a favorite movie?
Favorite's tough to think about. We just went to see, though, I hadn't seen a movie in probably years at the theaters, but that movie Air that just came out,
Yes, I want to see that.
went to see that. That was really good.
Yeah, I heard that in the whole movie that Michael Jordan, for some reason, he wasn't in the movie,
Right.
but there was an actor who was playing him, but you didn't actually see his face.
Right. You always saw him from behind. And then at the very end of the movie, there's a phone call that I won't mention, but maybe it's Michael, maybe it's not. You can't tell. But it was definitely a good movie. Good
See?
stuff.
Mhm.
Gonna have to see it.
Yeah.
I honestly don't know.
No?
I really like Stand By Me.
Ooh.
It's a really good film.
Ooh. Oh gosh.
I also really like The Goonies.
Want to see a dead body? Like, no, little boy, go home. No.
That's why you've never gotten into trouble.
That's right.
No,
Like,
just go home.
Just go home. What are you doing? End of movie.
What's your favorite movie? People in the comment section.
Yeah.
Well, Kate and Michael, but I know there are others. So, we would like to know.
Yeah.
Song clue?
Song clue. All right. It is hard this week. Okay. You ready?
I'll take the song clue.
Okay. I got aggressive. Hold on. I'm ready.
The song clue is it has to do with one of the holidays of the week, and a majority of people will be doing this today.
Mm-hmm. And the artist clue is this artist has been prevalent for 70 years. 70. Mm-hmm. That's it. That's all you get.
That's wild.
That is wild. Insanity.
That is.
Mm-hmm.
Kate's favorite movie is Casablanca.
Oh, that's a beautiful movie.
I guess I do know the answer. My
Yeah.
all-time favorite movie is It's a Wonderful Life. You've never
I've
seen
never seen that, no.
but that is my favorite movie in ever.
That's the Christmas movie, right?
It sure is.
When like he dies and then comes back as like a ghost, but sees his life without him in it.
Sort of. You're on the right track.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, you should see it. It's the best.
Yeah.
George Bailey.
I don't know what that means, but I should watch it.
You should.
Morning, Maxie. I was aggressive. Good morning, Maxie.
Are you ready to spill the tea?
I'm ready to spill the tea. I'm gonna be as normal as possible.
Kate, he's not a zombie.
Zombie George Bailey.
Don't do this to me. Don't ruin my movie.
Good morning, Kathy.
All right. Rob, are you ready to spill some tea?
Let's go. I got my friend with me.
Sure, go for it. I read like
I
a
got my
serial
friend.
killer, so it's gonna take them a little bit. Not like an actual one. I'm not a serial killer. I made that weird. I'm uncomfortable now.
Okay. I will kick us off with a little bigger-ish question. So Rob, one of your campaign goals was a mental health court, and I want to know, why do you think it's this type of court in the system is important to Cape and the islands?
I think it's quite important. A statistic came out, and God bless me, I can't remember the name of the outfit off the top of my head, but this was around September, I think, so about a month or two before the election, where 90% of Americans agreed that as a country, we are in a mental health crisis. So first of all, let's just stop with the 90%. The fact that 90% of Americans agreed on anything is truly telling. I mean, truly. So the mental health court session is modeled off of what was formerly known as the drug court session, also known as the recovery session. And it's an exceptional specialty district court session where professionals in the field come right into the courtroom. and they work with the struggling defendant who appears before the judge. And they try to identify what is the core issue that caused the conduct that got the person into the court system. So once you start trying to learn and address and identify what that core issue is, then of course you can address it. And that's when the professionals continue to work with the probation officers and the judges and the lawyers, targeting the address of the problem. So when you do that, you have a greater success of reducing recidivism. And when you reduce recidivism, you make all of us safer. So it really is, in my opinion, kind of a common sense approach to a lot of cases that find their way into the district court system. Some other statistics have suggested that mental health cases, somewhere between 40 to 60% of the cases that come into district court, there's some level of a mental health issue. That's a lot of cases. So these sessions are set up across Massachusetts and other counties. We don't have them here in the Cape and the Islands. I got to witness them as I practiced at other courts across the Commonwealth. And I was just like, wait, why don't we have that down here? We could really use it. So I have to say, I've had some initial conversations with trial court members. They're receptive to it. So what, of course, it boils down to now is getting the funding together to actually launch the courts. So I'm excited about it. I'm hopeful for it. I think it will happen. And I think it may very well happen in my first year. I have a 4-year term. I think it will happen in my first year. So I'm excited.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for sharing.
We're excited for you. Hopefully that you can find the funding, because I think it's definitely needed and prevalent.
Me too.
And can save a lot of lives.
Yeah.
Indeed. Indeed.
Yeah. All right. You want to spill the second tea?
Yep.
Is that how we spill tea? Do we do it 1 and 2?
I guess so. We're interested in knowing, in all your years as working as a lawyer, what outlets do you use to alleviate your stress, and has that changed since stepping into this new position?
Well, back when I used to actually get to handle cases, my staff won't let me handle cases anymore. That's not my role. My role is to be in the community and try to, what they call, make it rain, try to bring funds in. For a good part of my career, I really enjoyed cross-examination, and that would be a good way to try to get some stress out by, arguing, cross-examining people, because it's nice. I get to, do the questioning, and I don't have to answer any questions. So that was kind of nice. But also too, in practice, I'm a runner, and the hour that I get out on the road, going at my own pace. I'm not setting any records out there or anything like that, but I've written a lot of speeches on the road. I've done a lot of closing arguments in my mind on the road. I've addressed, certain family issues on the road. So that's my therapy session. So I guess that's my outlet in life.
That's awesome.
That's really cool.
I'm not a runner.
No. If someone's chasing me, for sure.
Oh,
Yeah.
I just lie down. We're just naked.
Tris said that last time. I was like, I will run like if someone's chasing me. Tris like, I'll just lay down.
Yeah. I'm not a runner.
It's fine. Just take me.
Yep. Just, it is what it is.
I've been waiting for you.
I have another question for you. Do you want me to take the last?
Yeah, go for it, buddy.
Question that we have written, at least.
Yeah. If you can read it, I'm sorry.
What do you suggest your ADAs do for stress relief in the office if they're not runners?
That's an excellent question. So I was blessed to get the support of a first assistant that I hired. Her name is Jessica Lumba. She came to us after working as a prosecutor in Bristol County, the Attorney General's office, and Plymouth County. She's been doing her thing roughly 25 years or so. And Jess has handled the most serious cases that we face as prosecutors. And those, of course, are homicide cases. She's done a lot of those. Early on in the conversations with Jess, well before the election in case we won. She talked about, trying to connect with all of our prosecutors and assure them that we supported them not only in the courtrooms, but also in terms of their mental health. We've got, quite a range of cases that we deal with, and it can build up, over time, the stress of handling some pretty heavy stuff. So we wanted to make sure that we would do what we could to get them any sort of counseling services they want quietly. No one needs to know, or if they wanted to talk about it openly in the office, absolutely. But just like physical health, the mental health of our prosecutors is critical. And we want them to know that we support them in every single way. So we're trying to look around to find a vendor that we can connect with to provide those services should someone want them. They're not mandatory. If someone elects to meet with somebody to kind of like go over what's going on in their professional life, we're all about supporting them. So I am very grateful to Jess. Candidly, that never entered my mind as a candidate. But she herself, having lived this life for about 25 years rather, has seen other colleagues go through some really stressful stuff, and we're human. It impacts us too. So I really embraced that idea. We're going forward trying to line up a vendor to make it available for our prosecutors. And I'm so grateful that she thought of it and brought it to my attention.
That's really amazing.
Yeah, that's really cool.
That's really amazing. It's nice to see that in the workplace.
And to have the choice, like, to be able to speak about it openly or be able to go into therapy. I think that's really cool. And, have the choice of whether or not, you want to share your information or what you're going through or not. Or that's dope.
And to have the support of everyone around you. Mm-hmm. It's really neat.
Yes. Yeah, it's definitely a good thing. And she brings so much to the table through her experience as a prosecutor. Quite honestly, we as a district are really lucky to have her.
Yeah.
You're awesome if you're listening.
What's her name?
She's on the road right now. She's driving to work.
When she rewatches it.
Yeah. Let her know we think she's awesome.
Yeah.
All right.
Do you have any spill the tea questions?
Do I have any spill the tea? I do. So I asked this question to try to get to know people. Okay. Yeah. Mr. Rob Galibois, how do you put your socks and shoes on? Do you do sock, shoe, or sock, shoe, sock, shoe?
You know what? This was a little while ago. I kind of noticed this. It's sock, shoe. And for whatever reason, sock, shoe. I don't know. I always start with the left. It's just, I always go left, right. It's weird, but I don't know. A few years ago, I noticed that.
Whew, I'm so glad you said that, because that is my psychopath / sociopath test.
Wait.
Yes, it's
so if you don't put your socks and shoes on that way, what does that qualify?
It means you're a sociopath or a psychopath.
I'm not a sociopath.
Okay? I don't make it rules.
That's hysterical. That's hysterical.
I do sock, shoe.
No, sock, shoe.
Socks.
Yeah, and then shoes. Okay, that's fine. Okay. It's sock, shoe.
So I have sock, shoe. I'm now going to ask that question in interviews, just so you know that.
I'm telling you,
I'm going to ask that question. And my first assistant's going to look at me like, what the hell's the matter with you?
What? I'm doing research here. I'm trying to save everyone.
You heard it here on Coffee with Teas.
Yeah. I saw it once in the movie, like this guy put on like one sock and then one shoe and one sock and one shoe. I was like, well, that's weird. And then he turned out to be like a serial killer. I was like, Now I know.
Yeah. I get it now. Things make sense.
It's fun up here. It's weird, but it's fun.
How about some Truthful Tuesday?
Truthful Tuesday? Truthful Tuesday! Is that our song?
Do we have one?
No.
Usually it's really mellow because it's kind of like
Truthful Tuesday.
Yeah. There we go.
Put some bass on it.
Yeah.
So in light of National Poetry Month, we thought we would quote one of the greatest poets of all time. You know tomfoolery's coming. You should know this by now. Okay. So people cry not because they're weak. It's because they've been strong for too long. Johnny Depp. As I said, Johnny Depp is one of the greatest poets of all time.
Yeah, definitely.
Right?
That's exactly what I know him for.
Have you seen Pirates of the Caribbean? Like, don't come for me.
There's poetry throughout
There's
that whole
poetry in there,
film.
okay? He looks like poetry. It's like poetry in motion. He's gorgeous. Yeah. Take that to the bank. You heard what I said.
Anyway, people cry.
People cry because they've been strong for too long. So us people who are, type A personalities have a hard time asking for help. It's okay to ask for help, okay? We can't be strong all the time. That's impossible, okay? Even Hercules took a seat every now and then. So think about it, okay? Take some time to get the help that you need. Don't be afraid to ask for people to help you in whatever it is that you're going through, whatever mission it is that you're following. You can't do it alone. We as humans need other humans in order to be successful, in order to thrive, in order to move forward as humans. We need each other. We need community. So ask for help when needed. I think you'll be surprised with how many people are willing to lend a hand, not just because they love you, but because I believe it's human nature to help each other. So don't be afraid to ask for help. Believe in the unexpected, but also watch yourself because the world is crazy. And be kind to yourself, and don't expect yourself don't put the expectations of yourself higher than you would anyone else.
Oof.
If you're not expecting someone else to be as strenuous or work as hard as you do, maybe that goal is a little bit too high. Maybe bring it down a little bit, and be kind to yourself. Above all else, be kind to yourself. You're the only you got. So be nice to you, and good luck.
I feel like you just called so many people out.
With love.
Like everyone's sitting behind their desk like,
is she talking about me?
She knows.
Yes. No.
Rob, is there anything you want to say about mental health that we haven't covered?
I guess I would just say, don't be concerned about any suggested stigmas. I mean, we all have issues that we're grappling with every single day. So really, it's like physical health. It's like spraining your ankle or having a cold or whatever. Just if you feel like something's going on, address it, and don't be concerned about what other people are thinking. So that's my 2 cents for Tuesday. 2 cents for Tuesday on this tax day. 2 cents for Tuesday.
You are fire today. 2 cents for Tuesday on tax day. The alliteration alone just makes me happy.
Yeah, that was beautiful. You're absolutely right, but your alliteration was beautiful also.
Yes. It was gorgeous.
Every once in a while.
T, I think you should share your good news story.
Okay, so we do a good news. Oh no, did we pause?
Nope, I'm here.
Oh, okay. If you can hear us, that's great.
Yeah.
Oh,
there we go.
There we go. We just paused. Anyway, so we do a good news story, and I found this good news story, and it made me so GD happy. Okay. So this comes from AP, which means apoplectic. No. It means Associated Press, and this is written by Bobby Kana Calvin, and it warmed my little New York heart.
It's actually an update from a story you already did.
So we talked about a rat czar that that New York City was hiring, and the job was $175,000 a year. Yes. Yeah.
What?
To kill rats, because the rat problem has gotten so bad in New York that trying to relocate the rats or move them somewhere else or save the rats is just not possible. There's just too many rats. So some of them got to go home to Jesus. So teachers pest. New York City hires former educator to slaughter rats. You heard me.
Talk about mental health help. This is probably getting
some rats got to go. Okay. Every New York City mayor has waged a war against these little mutants. Like, we've had enough of those rats. Yeah. So the current mayor, Eric Adams, who I think is so entertaining. If you have not seen an Eric Adams press conference, just, pause the show and go watch it. It's hilarious. I love Eric Adams. Please don't pause the show. He's such a New Yorker. Anyway, So he introduced a former elementary school teacher and anti-rat activist as the new rat czar on Monday. So officially, Kathleen Corradi?
Yes.
Yeah, Corradi, the mayor's new hire, will be known as the director of rodent mitigation, which means rodents go bye-bye, okay? Down like a sweet muffin.
Oh my gosh, you're so aggressive.
I can't help it. So she's tasked with battling the potentially millions of rats lurking in a myriad of urban nooks and crannies. They're everywhere. Have you ever been in New York City? Oh my gosh, they're on the streets, they're in the subways, they're just everywhere. Empty lots everywhere. So her new job is with the city is advised to help. The help wanted sign was to find someone who was bloodthirsty and possessed killer instincts that could kill the rats. So this woman.
Wait, you have to finish reading that sentence.
Yeah.
To commit a wholesale slaughter of rats. Okay, that's literally written.
You have to be ready, okay? And it's in quotes, okay?
It's wild.
Wholesale slaughter. Slaughter's on sale.
Yep.
Whole.
Yep.
Anyway, so when she first posted about the job, she has been like a rat thinker of how to get rid of rats since the 5th grade.
All right.
Okay, so she's
really
been in this.
Rats.
She really hates rats. Okay, and every single mayor, like I almost said back to Galibois, you have not been in New York City mayor.
Congratulations.
Giuliani.
You're now a mayor.
Congratulations.
Hey, Red Sox.
Yankees for life. I have to, Rob. I'm from New York. I'm born and raised. I have to be a Yankees fan. It's in the contract. I didn't make the rules. So all the way back to Giuliani, they've been dealing with these rats, and they have not been able to figure out how to get rid of them. They have tried to drown the rats. They have tried to use rat killer. They put these buckets around town to drown the rats in this rat killer solution. Nothing. These rats are too darn smart. Okay, Splinter is on a killing spree right now. Okay, and we need some turtles to come and figure this thing out.
No.
I'm thinking Michelangelo can figure out what to do. So the rat czar, she starts immediately, and she has some ideas. And I'd love to tell you what they are, but I can't find them in the story. But let me tell you, she is on it. Okay. The fewer the rats, the better, said a Harlem resident. And her first task is to launch a rat mitigation zone in Harlem, where the city will invest $3.5 million to roll out an accelerated rat reduction plan, deploying 19 full-time and 14 seasonal employees to combat rats. Strategies that worked in Harlem will be extended elsewhere. So Harlem is the stomping ground of where they're going to try out this new program of a $3.5 million rollout, 19 new employees, 14 new seasonal employees to try to stomp out these rats. And they're not going to do it in a holistic way. Like these rats, ooh, they gonna get it. Okay. Yeah, it's time to go bye-bye.
I don't like this.
So just so you know, they found a rat czar, and she's a former teacher, and teachers get things done.
Teachers get things done. They do. You're not wrong there.
No.
Do we have any announcements? Away with words.
Yes. Announcements, yay! Woo! May 27th is Saturday. May 27th is Away with Words. It is the 3rd annual George Floyd Memorial Poetry event. I helped organize it along with Belonging Books, the Cordial Eye. Rachel Devaney is the one who started it, along with Amplify POC. So this is the 3rd annual one. Please come join us. It'll be at the Hyannis Green from 3 to 5, May 27th. If you're interested in performing as a poet, hit us up at, what's our email?
Ours?
Yeah.
communityproductions@gmail.com.
That's the one. Or hit us up on the Facebook or the Instagram, and we'll figure it out from there. But it's going to be a really fun time. So far, we have a lot of great poets lined up. I'll be hosting and performing. So come on down. It's going to be a great night. And also there is a house party April 30th. You know where it is?
No.
Me neither. But check out belongingbooks.com, Cape Cod, belongingbookscapecod.com. They're the ones who are putting up the house party with the collective. For those who are unaware, the collective is a collective of 4 organizations, which include Belonging Books, Amplify POC Cape Cod Voices, and the Core July. Those 4 organizations are parts of the Arts and Justice Collective. And every month they have a house party. The next house party is April 30th. Check out the Amplify POC Cape Cod website, actually their Facebook, to find out more information, and make sure you support them and come to our open mic June 1st. We don't have a spot yet, but keep it in mind.
And John Reed.
And John Reed's homegoing is
29th.
Thank you very much. It's Saturday the 29th.
It's at Barnstable High School.
At Barnstable High School.
Yes.
Do you know what time?
We will post it. We will post it on Communities Productions.
Yes.
I have the flyer. I just don't have it on me at the moment.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Anything else?
No. Thank you, Rob.
Thanks, Rob.
Thanks for being on our show.
Right. This was great. Thank you very much. Happy Tax Day.
Thank you.
I'm
Happy Tax Day to you too.
It feels gross.
And remember,
hurt people, so keep an eye on your pain.
Stay safe, Godspeed, and we will see you next week.
Deuces. Have a great week, guys. And remember, go Yankees.
No, absolutely
go Yankees.
not. No.
Yes, come